Thank you for joining us back in the Schmafrica News. I'm your host, Williams Clyde.
Oh shoot, we're filming. Oh, hi, I'm your other host, Clyde Williams.
We have just received intel that Okonkwo's stepson, Ike Mafuna, has been brutally murdered by Okonkwo himself.
What's that? We have now just gathered news that we are allowed to enter this local crime scene where the local kid died locally today. Follow me as we journey to this special occasion. This is the dead kid, right?
Hey, back up, sir.
Sir, we're just
You better watch it, okay? This is the kid that died.
as far as we can go. But this is the dead kid who was brutally murdered by his son locally here at the local news.
Okay, you're gonna have to leave. You have to leave. This is important.
We'll be right back after this paid sponsor.
Do you like causing death and destruction? If you do, come on down to James's Machete and Gun Shop.
Call 1-800-JAMES's Machetes.
And now the weather.
I'm Teresa. In today's weather,
Welcome back to Schmafrica News. I'm your host, and today I'm here with my co-host on this very special segment of Tribe Talk. Now we will be discussing the recent European Christian settlers coming into African land and taking over. Now, can you please elaborate on this situation?
Well, the Africans have been taking the European Christians coming in all sorts of different ways. There's actually been a lot of resistance, there's been a lot of welcoming, and there's been some joining of Africans to Christians. It's just really mixed. One of the examples, the Igbo people, it's been very peaceful, but there has been some uprisings and rebellion.
Right.
Like,
Can you give me some examples of the uprisings, please?
yes, of course. They actually killed a couple pastors because
Wow.
because the Africans were joining the Christians, and another part of the Igbo people didn't like that at all, so started to kill the pastors.
Wow, so can you give me some... Do you know who's in charge of these uprisings? Is it a certain person or is it just a group of people?
It actually says so. Okonkwo, that's one of the
Oh.
tribesmen. He's actually been gathering other tribesmen together, and they've been trying to find some sort of peaceful way, not necessarily peaceful, but just a way for these Christians to kind of leave their land.
Wow.
A couple weeks back, they actually went there, but the Christians, they actually ambushed them and tortured them for a couple days. It was,
Gosh.
yeah. There's been a lot of violence on both sides.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. We'll be right back after this paid sponsor.
the only thing I use to not burn, African No Burn. It protects from the sun's harsh rays, and it's also a mosquito repellent.
Go!
Mosquito!
No!
It really works!
This is me before African No Burn.
And this is me after.
Breaking news. We've now just received word that Okonkwo, the leader of the Igbo resistant groups, has now just committed suicide. On this very special and memorable segment, we are joined by a tribeswoman herself. Please come out here. I know this is a very touchy subject, and we admire your courage, all of us. Now please tell us, as much as you can, what has happened, and just your personal feelings overall.
Okonkwo has just committed suicide.
We have now stated that twice. Thank you. Please get to the details.
Well, I brought some notes because I thought I'd get teared up.
You did.
Last night, Okonkwo hung himself, but because he was shamed. He felt shamed by the Christians.
Wow. Please continue. So basically what she is saying is Okonkwo...
I haven't said anything! Last night, Okonkwo he killed himself because he felt like he could no longer be with the tribe. Do you hear that, folks? He felt shamed by the Christians.
Okay, so
I'm not done. Okay, I'll just read my notes. He felt like he became weak and no longer he could fight the enemy. He felt redundant under the white men. That's all I have to say.
okay, is he still hanging?
What happened?
The woman has stormed off, and all she said is Okonkwo felt shamed.
What woman are you talking about?